15 ODM cabinet ministers heeded to Prime Minister Raila Odinga's summons and attended a meeting at his treasury office. The agenda for the meeting was ostensibly governance issues, mainly corruption and the constitution review process. But significantly, it was the first time that Agriculture Minister William Ruto was coming face to face with the Prime Minister after the PM's decision to suspend him, and Education Minister Professor Ongeri was overturned by the President. Multiple sources in the meeting told Citizen TV that the PM was at pains to explain to the ministers why he took the decision to suspend the two ministers. According to our sources, Raila explained that he had discussed the move with top officials at State House and that at the time, he believed that he had the blessings of the President. Raila reportedly told the meeting that he made the controversial decision because he believed the President wasn't ready to face the political backlash. But several ministers who attended the meeting reportedly took the Prime Minister to task over his decision, saying his demand that ministers take political responsibility for the actions of their juniors would mean that even the Prime Minister himself would have to step aside, because the May's audit report had mentioned key officials in his office who have since been suspended. The standoff mirrored the sentiments that leaders have expressed in public before.
Kwa hiyo mimi niko na watu yangu, Kibaki yako na yake. Sasa pande hii kama moja na namna hii tunaambia kaa kando.
We should stop these side shows and brinkmanship. You know, we need to discuss the real issues that affect this country in cabinet.
Sources familiar with the deliberations at Treasury intimated that Ruto put his case before his colleagues, arguing that the PwC report had not indicted him and therefore wondered why the PM suspended him.
He has all the right to fire Ruto. He has all the right to actually reshuffle the ODM side. The law only requires him to consult with Kibaki. And consulting is not the same as concurrence, which means he can send Mwai Kibaki an SMS and tell him that I intend to do the following things. That in itself is consultation enough.
With no consensus in sight, the ODM ministers' meeting was adjourned till Wednesday afternoon. And yet again, there was no indication that the President and the Prime Minister would meet soon to thrash out the contentious issues rocking the Grand Coalition. The President's handlers insist that there is no crisis to warrant such a meeting.
If Kibaki says no to a cabinet reshuffle on the part of ODM, then we will have a crisis, a constitutional crisis. And on that particular point, a meeting will be justified. But before that happens, I think there probably is no crisis in my view.
The two principals are, however, expected to meet face-to-face tomorrow in Parliament as the head of state opens the fourth session of the House. Francis Muthaura, Citizen TV.